I'm completely stunned right now. The Raiders and Ravens trade for Maxx Crosby has fallen through, and I have absolutely no concrete information about what happened behind the scenes. This is breaking as I'm essentially wrapping up my content schedule for the day. I had just finished recording multiple videos and was preparing to log off when I glanced at ESPN and saw this headline flash across the screen. The Baltimore Ravens have backed out of the trade agreement for Crosby. I'm processing this in real time, trying to digest the limited details available, and frankly, this is absolute chaos. According to the official announcement from the Las Vegas Raiders Tuesday night, the Baltimore Ravens have withdrawn from their negotiated trade for the five-time Pro Bowl defensive end. Beyond that stark confirmation, no additional context or explanation was provided in the Raiders' statement. The original agreement would have sent Crosby to Baltimore in exchange for first-round selections in both 2026 and 2027. Sources indicated to Adam Schefter that the deal's completion depended on Crosby successfully passing a physical examination, which couldn't officially occur until the new league year commenced on Wednesday. Just days ago, Crosby himself released a video across social media platforms expressing absolutely no ill will toward the Raiders organization and explicitly stating his hope to eventually retire with the franchise when his career concludes. He also conveyed genuine enthusiasm about contributing to Baltimore's Super Bowl aspirations. Now that entire scenario has evaporated without warning. I'm recording this immediately upon learning the news, operating with virtually no supplementary details. ESPN appears equally in the dark based on their current reporting. The timing couldn't be more complicated. I'd already completed a Raiders-focused video yesterday, scheduled for tomorrow's release, which now feels somewhat dated given this seismic development. That content primarily celebrates their off-season moves, particularly regarding Fernando Mendoza and their free agency strategy. And I still believe it offers valuable analysis worth posting. However, I almost certainly referenced the anticipated draft capital from this trade within that recording. Please understand that footage preceded this news entirely. The truly devastating aspect of this collapse involves the timing relative to free agency. Every team across the league has now executed specific personnel moves based on rosters as they existed before this development. Organizations made financial commitments, signed particular players, and structured their off-seasons around assumptions that no longer hold. Franchises that might have aggressively pursued Crosby now find themselves with allocated resources and filled needs they wouldn't have addressed had this trade been a realistic possibility. This situation represents a massive disruption, with cascading consequences across the entire league. We're talking about genuine butterfly effect territory here. Dominoes falling in unpredictable patterns, snowball effects amplifying as the news reverberates through front offices. The structural framework of NFL transaction timing, the tampering period, the official start of the league year, all of these elements combine to create absolute chaos when something like this collapses at the 11th hour. I'm genuinely struggling to articulate coherent thoughts because this is genuinely, absolutely, positively insane. Part of me wishes I was live streaming right now, just to process viewer reactions in real time and hear immediate perspectives. I'm rushing to publish this video specifically because I want to dive into the comment section and see what the community makes of this development. We just experienced an absolutely wild few days of free agency activity, and teams believed they had their rosters largely mapped out. My mind is racing trying to identify which franchises might now re-emerge as potential trade partners for Crosby. The calculus changes dramatically when you consider who has remaining draft capital and financial flexibility. The Cowboys were previously discussed as a possibility, but they've already executed their trade with Green Bay. The Bears remain a theoretical option worth exploring. There was speculation about the Rams potentially entering the conversation. I'm doing mental gymnastics, trying to evaluate every team's situation, while simultaneously acknowledging that Baltimore's offered compensation, 2 first-round selections, was essentially perfect from Las Vegas's perspective. If the Raiders pursue alternative trade partners now, will the offered picks be later in the opening round? Can they realistically secure another 2-first package? I'm essentially buying time, hoping additional information emerges, but there simply isn't any. Adam Schefter's reporting contains the Raiders' complete statement and nothing more. Baltimore backed out, no further comment at this time. That's it. That's everything. The Ravens simply withdrew. Whether they experienced cold feet, whether Crosby's physical revealed concerns, whether internal disagreements derailed the agreement, Nobody knows. The silence from both organizations speaks volumes about the sensitivity of this situation. What frustrates me further is my schedule tomorrow. I have commitments that will prevent real-time recording for much of the day. I've pre-scheduled content, but breaking developments will have to wait until I can access clips from First Take, Get Up, and other programs later. The herd won't be available until afternoon. First things first remains uncertain, though NFL Live should provide some coverage. I'll monitor everything and deliver updates as information becomes available. For now, I'm left questioning fundamental aspects of this situation. Are the Raiders ultimately better positioned keeping Maxx Crosby rather than trading him? Can they still extract 2 first-round picks in any potential deal? Is that compensation even realistic now that free agency has reshaped the landscape? My brain is overloaded trying to connect every free agency move with financial implications and roster needs while simultaneously processing this bombshell. I genuinely cannot recall another instance where a reported trade of this magnitude collapsed so publicly and inexplicably. The lack of precedent makes this even more disorienting. Ravens fans must be confused. Raiders supporters are certainly bewildered. The entire football community is collectively trying to make sense of something that defies conventional understanding. Please share your perspectives in the comments below. I'll be reading every response because this is exactly the type of situation where community discussion becomes invaluable. Whether you agree with my initial reactions or have completely different interpretations, let's generate substantive dialogue. Let's engage in spirited exchange, but ultimately, let's ensure we're experiencing the raw entertainment value of this absolutely unprecedented situation. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. We're developing an exceptional community here, and I genuinely value your participation in it. My goal involves creating something we all authentically feel connected to, something generating genuine enthusiasm about membership. I believe we're making meaningful progress in that direction. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it significantly enhances visibility and algorithmic reach during moments like this when rapid information dissemination matters most. Thank you for processing this chaos alongside me. I'll see you in the next update.